Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Boy, it is wicked humid and hot and just miserable out here. Guys, don't forget to go check out my subscribers here, my little video board. Well, let me show you guys what I'm up to today, and maybe this will help some of you in the future. I guess I should start at the bike. You guys are familiar with this off-road go-kart. So I got it cheap. I don't recall what I paid for it now. I don't know, was it $100? Whatever I paid for it. And then I picked up a $140 motor for it, which is not a good fit because of the way the chain hits the case down there. But I figured before I pulled this motor off, it was an eBay motor, and supposedly it was new, but it showed up full of oil. It's got a few scratches on the case, like right there. So anyway, I figured let me smash it. Well, given that it's already smashed on there, let me fire it up. So that's kind of part one. For some of you who have been subscribed to me for a while, I built this portable CDI box, and I just lost the spark plug. Anyway, this portable CDI box contains 12 volts worth of batteries, which is 8 AA batteries. It has this cool switch for turning it on and off, and you can see if it's on or off because it kind of, see the end of the thing there lights up. So I built this portable CDI box, and this portable CDI box has started everything that I've asked it to start so far. Anyway, I hook up the portable CDI box, and it doesn't start. So now I check the portable CDI box to see if it's functioning. And to do that, I have a pulsar that I pulled out of a Honda, and I just hook it up between the red and black wire here, and then put a little magnetic field on it, and you can see how I have the spark plug hooked up. That black wire is ground, and we check out the spark. So sure enough, it sparked. And I said, well, let me just for a laugh check out the batteries. And the batteries came up at about 12.8 volts, 12.7 volts when you turned it on. I said, well, you know, they should be closer to 13 and change. So let me replace the batteries. And I did. Then I came up here and I checked it again, and I got no spark. For these cheap China engines, as well as most engines, if you look behind the flywheel here, you have a stator, but you also have something known as a pulsar. What the pulsar does is it sets your engine time, right? It's nice to have a whole portable ignition system, as I do, but if it doesn't know the timing of when it should throw a spark at the engine, it doesn't do any good. So I have it all set up so that the only thing I need from the engine, the only signal I need from the engine, is the pulsar signal. So with that, I said, okay, let me see what the resistance of my pulsar should be. Typically one expects to get somewhere around 35 ohms. So I hooked up to it. Actually, I should hook up to it properly. I got it hooked up properly backwards. The other meter lead is here. Give me 1 second. Sorry about the crappy camera work. Anyway, so here I gotta actually, let me just put the camera down for 2 seconds. Sorry about this, guys. Hopefully it doesn't steam up. I don't know, did it steam up? Hopefully not. So anyway, I got one lead right there. You can see my fancy dancy meter, and one expects to get somewhere around 35 ohms. And what you see is I'm getting like less than 1 ohm. So instantly I'm saying to myself, all right, what's wrong with my pulser? Now the wires go, this is, and down in here. So the next thing I got to do, unfortunately, is I got to pull this off and start trying to figure out why my pulser is shorted. Which means I put the engine on and I said, oh, let me get it started before I take it off. But yet I have yet another whole step to do. Kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? I do feel better that I figured out what was wrong with the whole affair, and now I just got to get in there and figure out what to do about it. This engine, just quickly on the China junk, this engine I have a bit and stud removal tool. You guys could see this stud is broken off quite a bit, so I'm going to go traditional, and by traditional I mean drill and put a stud remover in there and try to get it out that way. I'm hoping that I don't have to drill and retap it. I'd really like to get the stud out and put it in properly. So there's that little thing. And hopefully that allows me to smash this engine together. I'm waiting for parts. Once I smash that engine together, I'll put it on. What other projects have I been telling you about? I finished the mini bike, right? So that should be leaving on Monday, which is a good thing, right? The Motovox is out of here. What's slowing me putting this thing together? Really nothing. I just have to do it. Some of that stuff should get parted out. What else am I working on here? The Odyssey. I think it was particularly Roger O'Connor. I fired it up on some good synthetic oil premix, but I didn't have like the Honda oil or anything else. I used some good Poulin chainsaw weed whacker oil, and he cautioned me against that. He said, you know, please use some decent oil. And you know what, I'd really like that engine to last, so what that's waiting for is when I'm out doing errands, I got to swing by the local Honda place and buy some decent oil. I discovered also the local Honda place, quite honestly, even the ATV oil, the engine oil, it's really not all that much different, especially if you buy the big containers, if you buy the 1 gallon containers. Tractor Supply gets almost $5 a quart for the ATV stuff, and this stuff is like 19 and change. So it's really about the same price whether you buy the Tractor Supply or the Honda motor oil. And for me, the Honda dealership pays taxes in the town that I live in. So not that I like Tractor Supply well enough, and I definitely buy enough stuff there. But if at all possible, I try to buy stuff from the same people who pay taxes as I do, as long as it's not crazy expensive to do that. And by crazy expensive, I mean like I can drive to and from the distant place like 40 times to make up for the delta. Right? If it's, you know, the same price or just slightly more expensive, I just as soon buy it locally. I mean, they're paying taxes here in Dutchess County, LaGrange to be specific, like I am. So I want to help them out as much as possible, right? Otherwise, they don't have a reason to be here waiting to sell me stuff. All right, folks. So unfortunately, there's going to be a part 2 for this. I was really hoping to show you that engine just fired up, running away. God, I wish I could just pop this into gear and take it for a ride. But some things are not meant to be, and I guess that's not meant to be. Folks, I really want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now.